Hi friends, it's Danielle with Soft Healing by Danielle, and I just got done making this cute, cozy Valentine's Day sewing project for beginners. So if you're into learning about stitching, this is a great first project. I'll take you along the whole thing. It's like a little denim landscape with a heart. These stitches remind me of like a Van Gogh painting. So stay tuned on exactly how I did this. I'm also kitting stuff up. So there'll be a link to my Etsy shop and you will get a little kit. I'll show that in a second, everything you get. Everything or most of the things are thrifted materials or from old clothes. So if you want to get into sewing and you are concerned about, buying a bunch of new stuff that you don't need, I get most of the things thrifted and we'll box it all up for you. So you'll still be kind of environmentally conscious as you try this new project. So click the link below, I'll ship that out to you. Otherwise, get some fabric you have at your house and let's get started. What you'll get in the kit, you'll get a pin cushion. You will get 4 pins and 2 needles, just in case you lose a needle. So get the 6 pieces of those on your pin cushion. Okay, set that off to the side. Then this we will use, so keep this. This is going to be a template. This is a little thing to help us thread our needle if you need help. Then we have a dark pink and a light pink, and these are thick embroidery threads. So there's 6 strands actually in each of these, and we're going to be splitting them up later. So set these aside. Then we have thinner, just regular piecing thread. Mine is a weird color. Yours will probably be more neutral. Theoretically, we shouldn't see this. So I picked green so you could see me as I'm working, but it shouldn't show through to our finished work. We'll be starting with this soon. And then we have our fabric, we have our backing felt, and some denim. Let's get started. Okay. So first we're gonna work on our little denim landscape situation. So just gonna piece it, place it where I want it, like this. And then we're gonna pin it in place with some of our pins. So just somewhere in the middle. And I'll probably only do 2 or 3. Okay, and then we're gonna take the thin thread. Mine is green, yours will probably be a neutral. It is different than the pink. The pink threads are thick, and this is quite thin. Theoretically, you shouldn't even have to cut this. I think it's just 1 needle's worth. I think we need this whole thing. So unwind it and grab a needle. So you can either put the thread through the eye of the needle. If you can do that on your own, that's great. If you need help, I've included one of these little tools. So you start with the needle and this tool, and you put this wiry thing through the eye of your needle. I hope it's focusing. I think the denim will help see better. Okay, then we take the end of our thread, and we have a bigger hole now. We put that through the wire, little triangle situation, like so. And then pull so you have a little tail. And then you're gonna take your needle and slide it off. And you're all set. Now, I swear and say naughty words when my thread comes undone. So I just double it up. So we're gonna take this tail and we're gonna match it to the end. So we have two ends and it's looped around our needle. And I'm gonna do a triple knot down here. This is how I do my knots. You can do it however you want. I pinch where I want the knot. Then I take my needle with the working thread and I add the eye of the needle to where I'm pinching. Then I take this thread right here, which is connected to the tail. The tail is right on the other side of this where I'm pinching it. And I wrap this part around the needle 3 times. We're gonna do a triple knot. And then I wanna put all that down to the party where I'm pinching all the rest of the stuff. Then I'm gonna keep pinching everything and I'm gonna pull the needle. And we're gonna keep pinching, and it might be scary, but you can do it. And we're gonna pull, pull, pull the thread. And then we have a knot. And that is how I do it. So what we're gonna do is we are going to attach the denim to the felt and we are going to blind base it. So we are gonna get it connected, but we're not gonna see this green thread. I learned this and everything I know from K3N. I will put her channel below, but she taught me to sew about a year ago. And yeah, check out her channel for sure. So I'm right-handed. I'm gonna start at the bottom right corner. And we're never gonna really see the back of our work. So I'm going to put the needle in this back part and pull it through. The knot's gonna be in the back and that's fine. Back to the front of the work. So we are gonna do a tiny little back stitch. This is what makes it invisible. I'm gonna put the needle right to the right of where the green is coming out, not in the same hole, because then the thread will just come out, but just a couple strands of denim. We're gonna kiss it and pull it right back down. And then I'm just gonna show you what's going on the back. Eventually you won't need to look. We're gonna take a large stitch, like 3/4 of an inch, an inch, and come back up the front. Okay. Again, we're gonna go to the right, back stitch, just a kiss of denim, and go down. Pull through. That's pretty much disappeared. And then we're gonna take a big stitch again on the back, because we're not gonna see the back. Got stuck somewhere. That happens. Be as patient as possible. Okay. We're all good. And we can get into more of a rhythm. So we're gonna go down to the right and kiss it. And you can come right back up, go about an inch to the left, coming up right here, and pull up. Something is stuck on this. So again, to the right, and you're gonna take a big stitch in the back, come up about an inch to the left, and then pull up. and watch that disappear. And we're just gonna keep going. I'm about a 1/4 inch from the bottom. It doesn't matter. And I'm just going in a line horizontally from right to left. Small back stitch, large stitch on the back of the work, and keep going. All right, and then I'm gonna come up right in this corner. I'm gonna get rid of this pin. Okay, if you ever pull tight and it scrunches up, just kind of try to massage it back out when you're done. Okay, so I've gone from right to left on the bottom row. This is what it looks like on the front of the work. You can't really see it. And then this is what it's gonna look like on the back of the work. Now I wanna kind of come up and go this way. So I'm gonna kiss a little down here, and I'm gonna go up about 1 inch up here. We're just gonna pull that through up top. That's gonna disappear. And now I'm right-handed. I work from right to left, so I'm just gonna flip my work over. And now I'm gonna do the same thing from here to here. I'm gonna go to the right, give it a kiss, take a big bite out of the back, pull through, massage it out. And I hope eventually you can get into a rhythm and it feels like butter. I'm gonna take the pins out as I need to. That is my absolute favorite thing about sewing, is just this in and out of the fabric. I love the sound. I love to feel the different fabrics. Okay, this will probably happen to you. It happens to me a lot. I'm caught on this pin. So I'm just gonna make way. Put it back. All right, I'm back to this side. So I want to come up here and go this way. I'm going to give it a little kiss down here now, and then come up 1 inch this way. I'm going to turn the work around, and I'm going to do another row of spline stitching. And this is what it looks like on the back. You're just zigzagging your way up. Glue in this piece of denim down essentially without seeing the stitches, which is kind of cool. I think I caught my pin again. I'm just gonna take that out now. Excuse me. Okay. Kiss to the right. In the back, big bite. I don't know. Come up with kind of a rhyme. Kiss to the right, in the back, a big bite. And let's see what's going on in the back. I think I'm just gonna follow this curve now using the same principle. So I'm not gonna necessarily go in straight rows. And I'm just gonna stay about 1/4 inch from the edge of the denim, and we're gonna do some stitching right on the edge of the denim to hold it down even more, some visible stitching. But I'm just gonna get this. Little corner done. Okay, I'm gonna show you, I just have this that I wanna put down, but my thread is way over here. I'm gonna kind of bury the thread in this backing, but I don't want it to show in the front. I'm gonna kind of just weave it in here, and then I'm gonna cut it. So this is kind of like tying a knot. So I'm gonna weave it through this way and look to the front to make sure it's not gonna show. Then we're gonna pull it through and then just kind of go in different ways. So now I'm gonna go here and I'm just gonna get a little bit of this backing. Make sure it doesn't show on front. If you can't see your needle, you're not gonna be able to see the thread. And especially for behind the denim, it's not gonna show. So do that a few times. Then grab a scissors. Any old scissors will do. Snip, snip. And then I'm gonna do another triple knot. So I'm gonna pinch where I want the knot. Focus. Pinch where I want the knot. I'm gonna put the eye of the needle where I want the knot. Then I'm gonna take the thread that is right on the other side of the very tail of the thread. I'm gonna wrap it 3 times. Put those loops down there to the big party. Pull the needle through and keep everything else. Ta-da! Okay, so I just wanna sew this down. I think I'm just gonna do a row like right here. Start to the back. There's the knot. And I'm gonna kiss to the right. Kiss to the right. On the back, a big bite. Something's going on here. I saw trouble and I chose to ignore it. I think it's, there we go. Let's bring it in the knot. Okay. And then let's take another back stitch, a small back stitch. And then let's again bury our thread. So we're just gonna kind of weave thinly through this back layer, not to the top. We're gonna go this way, and then we're gonna weave this way. And that just makes it really unlikely that this will come out. And also it's gonna be a little art piece, so it's not like, it'll get a lot of, you know, jostling around. Okay. You have basted your denim landscape on. Let's move on. This next step is the hardest part of this project. You can totally do it, but if you don't want to do it, then skip it, girl, because you don't have to. But we're gonna do a blanket stitch on the edge of this denim. That's just gonna help secure it down and to help from fraying. But like I was just saying, or was trying to say before, and maybe I cut it out. For most of us, this is gonna be an art piece that isn't gonna be like touched a lot and messed with, so it's fine as is. But if you wanna learn the blanket stitch, then pull out your dark pink thread, and I'm gonna show you first a good trick on how to, let's unwind it all, separate your embroidery floss. There are 6 strands in standard embroidery floss, and we just want one of them. And so we're gonna do this together, and it's actually quite fun. It's a little scary, but fun. Okay, so we're just gonna hold to the end and kind of separate them, and we're gonna find the one we want. I want this one. So find the one you want and pull her out a little bit, okay? Kind of like the pinching claws from tying a knot. We're gonna keep this pincher on all the rest. My thumb and pointer with my lovely artist hands, yikes. So hold this, and this is gonna be scary, and it's gonna be okay. We're just gonna pull, and we're gonna keep going, and we're gonna keep going. And like I said, it's a little scary. I'm gonna show you the other side. It's just like a mess over there. And we're just gonna trust ourselves, and it gets a little, it's getting kind of hard, but we're just gonna trust ourselves and keep going. And we're going, and we're going, and we're going, and look we're gonna be rewarded. It's gonna work. I got this strand separated here, and all of this. So now we have 5 here. So I would recommend rewrapping it. And that's how you do that. So we are going to thread this the same way. I like to double it up and tie a knot so that we don't keep losing it. And plus, then we get 2 strands showing. I'm gonna do another triple knot. Okay, we're gonna start, I guess this is different. So for this, you start from left and work to right. I never realized that discrepancy. So we're gonna come from the back, and we're gonna come right here, right on the edge of the felt and denim. I'm gonna try not to get any denim, but it's fine. This is fine. This is for fun. We're doing this for fun. So I'm gonna come back here. Like, look I got a little denim, but I don't care. We're gonna pull this out, okay? So we've got the back knot, we've got the front, we're on the left side, and the working thread is coming out right here. Let's put this working thread kind of up top, and we wanna keep this up here. And then we wanna bring our needle down. Now we're gonna go a little to the right. I guess my stitches are about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. I definitely think you should experiment. This can look different for everyone else, and just figure it out. But I'm gonna come about 1/4 inch, and I'm gonna come, this was kind of a bad place to start on the drop down, but I wanna be in the denim. So 1/4 inch over and in the denim, a good 1/4 inch. I'm gonna come down into the denim, and then I'm gonna come back out kind of like this one, right behind the denim. I don't wanna be in the denim. I just wanna be out right where the denim meets the felt, right on that line. And this again is up here. This is gonna take a couple times, so don't worry. Then we're gonna pull this, and it's gonna create a little trap. Toot-toot. Okay, that doesn't look like much. So now again, put your working yarn up top and kind of hold it there. We want that up there. And then we're gonna go with our needle, we're gonna go to the right, about 1/4 inch to the right, but into the denim. So I have to go down a bit, and I'm gonna take a bite, and then I'm gonna come straight up with my needle to where the denim is, and I wanna be right behind the denim. And I want this behind the needle because I wanna catch that. And it'll probably start to look familiar. It's a very common stitch. Again, take a bite, come up behind, and we want to catch it. bite to the right, come up right behind. I sometimes turn it like this. And with my thumb, I keep this thread up here. And then I'm into the denim and straight up. And I pull it out. Sometimes with the doubleness, you gotta kind of pull on each strand to make sure everything's tight. Okay, let's do a couple more. So get the thread out of your way up top. Take your needle and you wanna go to the right to make your stitch. And you wanna go down and up, perpendicular. So we're gonna take a bite of the denim. And then we're gonna bring the top of the needle up, straight up to right behind the denim. And it's gonna be in front of this working yarn that we put to the side, or yarn, we're not knitting. And then we're just gonna pull. And create that nice stitch. And this helps prevent fraying. So I'm gonna finish this up. Well, first I'm gonna fix this. You'll probably come to this problem. So I don't know, something's not pulling. Oh, you just keep going and it goes. Sometimes I find I have to separate these two threads and pull on each one. So keep doing the back blanket stitch all across till you get to the end. I'll meet you back. If you hate this, don't do it. You could just do some running stitch, which we'll do up here. So you'll learn that in a minute. But I will be back to show you how to finish this off. Okay. I have a little piece I need to clean up here, but I'm to the end. And I'm just gonna put a stitch kind of right. It's kind of like invisible basting again. Just kiss right where I came back out of. And it kind of locks that whole blanket stitch up there. And then same thing, I'm just gonna bury my thread by weaving it, making sure that that part doesn't show to the top. Going in different directions is best. And it's interesting to kind of look at what the back looks like so far. So this is my invisible basting. And then these hot pink ticks are the blanket stitch, because we're going up and down, bottom and up. Okay, now to the fun part. Take your little heart template, and it's meant to be like a moon or sun, I suppose. I'm gonna put mine right here. Don't put it at least a good 3/4 of an inch from the edges. Okay, let's do it here. And then we're just gonna go right through. I feel like that's crooked. I think my words are throwing me off. Just heard a really weird noise. Kitty? Okay, I'm liking that. Dark pink again, and I'm ready for a new strand. So we're gonna do our little swoosh, 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 unpick you. And be confident, and it gets scary. I don't know, I get scared. But it's so satisfying when it breaks free. I think I'll use this again for any of you who want to see this again. We take this triangle little wire thing and we put that through the eye of the needle. Then we put the thread through the wire triangle thing. Make sure to get several inches of tail. And then we take our needle until we clear the tail, and then we can take this off. And then I'm gonna do a big loop because that's what I prefer. That way we double up on the color and it won't come off the needle as much. So we take our 2 ends and we're gonna do a triple knot, however you wanna do it, down here. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is just simple straight stitches. I'm gonna do well, you do them however you want. I'm gonna do them probably a little smaller, like 1/4 inch or even smaller to start. They'll probably change as I go to different places. But so for now, all we're gonna do is we're gonna do an outline of this. It doesn't really matter as long as you try to stay consistent, but I'm just gonna try to kiss the edge of this paper all the way around. So I'm gonna start, I guess I'm gonna start right between the two, I guess where the V comes. I'm gonna put my knot back here. And I'm gonna go in and come back out up here. And then pull, and again, this is the feeling I love. So we're moving from right to left. I'm gonna go in a little bit to the left. And you can take it out this way and then come back in from behind this way. But I prefer to get in more of a rhythm. So I'm gonna go in and then take a kind of an equal bite. We're trying to take equal stitches now in the front and back. So we're gonna take an equal bite in the back and pull it up front. So we're gonna go in and out. And it just feels so good. It sounds so good. I really love it. My stomach is gurgling because I didn't eat lunch today. So I'm a little wonky, I can already tell, but I like the wonky, so that doesn't bug me. We're gonna go in and out. Careful that pin doesn't bite me. Really hurts to get bitten by pins and needles. In and out. Oh, I got stuck on something. I'm stuck on the whole template. Okay. I think my next stitch in is going to be right on this corner. And then I'm going to come back out. I'm going to round the corner. Did you see how I did that? And I'm going to turn, because when I stitch straight stitches like this, we go from right to left. This is just like the invisible basting, but now we're doing equal stitches on top and bottom. And these are going to show. They're going to be decorative stitches. Oops. Again, I'm going to kind of make a turn on this corner. So I'm going to go in here, and then my out's going to be over to the left. And we're coming to the home stretch. Make sure the tension's okay. Dang, I need to eat. Okay. So I can see this stitch that we started. I'm gonna finish this stitch right here. I'm just gonna go down and I'm not gonna come back out. I'm gonna put this off to the side, and then this is kind of a fun reveal. Very cute. Okay, now I'm gonna continue, and I'm just gonna do another layer of straight stitches on the inside, and I'm gonna kind of keep spiraling until we reach the middle. So I'm right here. I'm gonna come down like right here. And I wanna come more like right here. That'll do. And I'm just gonna follow my own guide and do another row on the inside. If you are scared to do this, you could get like a pencil and just lightly make a guide for yourself. I don't think that'll really show. But trust yourself if that's what you need. We're just gonna go for it. Color in this heart. What are you guys watching right now? I'm a Bravo girly. So I watch all of that, and I love the Traders. And I'm obsessed with Caroline, who I found out lives here. I'm in Minnesota. And I think that's so cool. And after I found that out, I'm like, yeah, I could hear the accent. I can see that. Let me know if you think I have an accent. Okay, we're gonna we have a straight line. We can kind of have a little more fun. So instead of going in and out, we can go in and out a couple times. Let me start here. So I wanna come up this way so I can go maybe 1, 2, 3 even. And it just can become a little more meditative that way. When we get to the next background part, there'll be more opportunity to do those longer runs. And I think it's healing. There is something healing about this. Okay, I'm gonna show you a little trick. Here, I want to end right here. I would guess I have about 2 stitches. And I hope you don't try to be too perfect. I just do this sometimes. So I have about 2 stitches. So I'm going to do 1 here. And then let's say before I put it through, I have 1 more here. I'm going to come out. Oh, I just spit. I hope you don't see that. I'm going to come out to the front of my work where I want the last stitch to end instead of begin. So it's longer on the back. And then I'm going to fill in backwards. I'm going to fill that stitch in here. And now I'm going to start another row on the inner, and I'm going to try to, my thread's behind. I'm just kind of looking where I want to start. I'm going to try to come like right here. So this is a 3rd inner layer. That's a little closer than I wanted to be, but that's okay. And we're just going to follow. And it gets a little crowded, so your stitches get smaller, and you just kind of figure out what you want to do. I wonder what time it is. Okay. Kind of the same thing. Here I am, I want 2 more. Let's see what I want to do. What do I want to do? I think I'm just going to do 1 stitch here. I'm going to start another row. I'm going to start another row in the middle here. And I'm Just kind of following. It gets kind of crazy. You end up turning a lot. It's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to be cozy. So if you're feeling cozy, that's the goal. I'm just gonna like put random stitches now. I'm gonna put one here, and then I'm gonna put a couple here because it's lonely. I'm gonna do that one thing where I'm gonna skip a stitch and come that way. Okay, there's our heart. And we're gonna bury this thread by weaving it into the back layers. Okay. I gotta get my sewing scissors. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna take our light pink thread and we're gonna separate. And this, I saved the best for last because this is the cozy part, in my opinion. I think everyone has a favorite part of sewing. I like these long stitches, these top stitches. What else I love about things like this is they're portable. It's just small enough and cozy enough. Sometimes I go to a coffee shop, doctor's appointments, sporting events. Did it. Okay, we're gonna double this up too. So do a triple knot. Dang, I need to eat, friends. I really need to eat. Okay. Did you do those line drawings in elementary school? That's kind of what we're gonna do, is we're gonna kind of do the same thing. So I'm gonna start here and I'm gonna outline the heart, and then we're just gonna keep expanding, and then we're gonna follow the outline of this landscape, and the lines are gonna converge, and we're just gonna keep filling this up with straight stitches, cozy straight stitches, until we're satisfied. Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start with the heart. So kind of the same thing, except now we're expanding instead of getting smaller. Okay, so I'm watching Traders. I also started The Night Agent. I don't know. It's the #1 show on Netflix right now. Season 2 just started. And it reminds me of like 24 from back in the day. I haven't been into like thrillers. I don't know. I kind of dig it. The season 2 was just released, but I just started season 1. And then I looked up that actor, and he's an artist. He does really cool drawings. So anyways, I followed his art page on Instagram. I'd love for you to follow me on Instagram. And my name is Soft Healing by Danielle. I also opened up a Blue Sky account. I just did it because all these other creative people were doing it. I was like, oh, is this what we do? So I don't know. It's just been a week or so, but I'm having fun over there. I think it's called Blue Sky, and it's my same name, Soft Healing by Danielle. Okay, I'm gonna end right here. Ooh, I like that. All right, I think I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna go around again. I'm gonna go around the heart, and this will probably be my last stitches up to this top. We reached the end on one side, which is exciting. So it's okay if you pull through, but try to relax it before you lock it in like that. All right, we're gonna turn and come up here. I'm gonna do 4. You see? And it's just, you don't have to think much, so just try not to. Try to focus on the pleasure of it. Okay. I'm gonna come now here, and I'm gonna do around that way. I don't like how close I am to the edge. That's okay, I'm gonna come out right here. I'm gonna take a big bite in the back. And I'm gonna come around this way. And you don't, if you're following along with me, you do not have to make the same decisions I am, and you probably won't. You'll probably be out of thread sooner than me or at a different time than me. Okay, we're kind of running out here, so I'm gonna just take, sometimes I like to do that back stitch thing where I skip just at the end. It also helps lock it in, so I wanna end here. A back stitch is technically helping it not become loose again, but we're also gonna bury it back here like we do. Okay. How we doing? I love the back of work. Okay. I just turned 40. Oh, it's hard to do this. I just turned 40. Well, not just, this summer. I guess I'm 40 and a half technically. And anyways, I'm just realizing it's hard for me to see close up to thread the needle. And I love aging. I love my gray hair. I'm totally here for it. But I have to say that was a little like, whoa, I didn't expect that to happen at 40 years old. But so far, I'm managing. Okay, where do we end? Right here. So let's pick up right here, but from the back, because we want our knot on the back of the work. So we want to come in from the back. Trying to make decisions. Let's just continue. Let's just continue up here. Sorry I hit you. Oh. Took some big stitches. think I'm gonna come back down here. I'm gonna follow this denim line now. We're gonna kind of converge these lines together. So now I'm more focused on following the curvature of the denim. And I don't know if I said this before, but your denim will be a little different. So do what you want to do and the way you want to do it. Oops. All right. Now I'm going to come back up here. I'm going to follow, and then I'm going to hit the heart and follow here, and I'm going to create this like new shape. Did you guys do this in elementary school? I don't know. I have like a core memory of doing those for some reason. Just the line drawings where you draw like a weird curvy line and you just keep following it. And when you hit another line, you figure out how they'll marry. So I think I'm going to take one more like right here. And then I'm going to come up here. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to come here and I'm just going to keep making it smaller, making this empty space smaller as I follow the lines, and I'm going to run out of thread again. You want to be mindful you have enough to weave in well, but also if you forget, you could even like get some tape if you don't have enough and kind of tape it down, because this is more of an art piece, so we're not too worried about like things getting crazy. I do another back stitch, and I'm gonna weave this. We're almost done, friends. Oop, I showed that when I wove, it came through, and I don't care. So I'm not gonna fix it, but if that would bug you, then you could dig it out and figure it out. I think this will be at least my last pink strand, light pink strand. I think we're gonna write a little initials in year here if we want. But I think I might do that with the dark pink. What do you think? I hope you guys are all well. If you are here, you're probably, I don't know, I'm assuming you're liberal like I am. Maybe not. But yeah, I'm devastated by what's going on, and I don't really know how to show up because I know I can't do what I did last time this man was president, which is, I'm going to start here and go through, which is, you know, like I was really plugged in to what he said and his policies, and I just can't do that this time because I don't know if I will live. Last time I was still drinking, at least when he started his presidency. So I have to be mindful of that too. I'm almost coming up on 5 years of sobriety from alcohol. But yeah, he was a big trigger for me to drink, so let's see. It's a fine balance between like taking back my power and focusing on what I want to do. If that man can do what he's doing, I can do soft, fun things like this and just indulge. On the other hand, I feel like it's so nice for me and my privilege to just be able to pretend like this is not greatly affecting my friends and neighbors from different communities. So I don't know. I'm very scared for our country and for people I love. For my own family, for myself, I'm scared. So yeah, I've really been wrestling with that. And I know I'm not alone because I've had a lot of conversations with other people. I think what I've decided on is to what I was saying earlier. I'm just going to do whatever the heck I want to do. Boldly. Like no more worrying about what other people think. I'm 40 years old. Like I said, I'm going to start living. And also, I'm trying to become more involved in like my community, like in person. And not politically. I'm just trying to like, I guess, show my face more and see other faces and build relationships. So I joined an art group, which I'm obsessed with. It's so cute. Yeah, so I'm 40 and I'm the youngest. It's amazing women in their 60s and 70s, and most of them are very talented painters. And the things they make are so beautiful. And I just sit and sew my weird stuff. And I love listening to all the wisdom at those tables. It's kind of like an open studio. So we all come and we bring whatever we want to work on. And it's just like, I like it, guys. Clean this up a little. Okay. I don't know. I think I'm just going to finish this here. A couple more up here. I don't know why I'm curving this up here, but that's what we decided to do. Okay. So, I I also am thinking back to the political stuff of where I'm gonna shop and where I'm not gonna shop. I'm a Minnesotan. We love our Target. We are very proud of Target being headquartered here. I do all my grocery shopping at Target. I have a Target Red card. I have this other Target thing membership I paid for. I like it, guys. What do you think? Okay. I don't know. I'm thinking about saying goodbye to Target. Okay, let's get, I'm gonna write my name here in the year. I'm gonna get like a pen or pencil. I'm gonna show you what I do. I do like a lot of rectangles and triangles for my stitching letters. You just there's so many ways to do it. But I'm gonna do my initials, DMC. I like to do a triangle for D. Oops. This thing is trying to help me make straight lines. M, C. And then I'm gonna do like a little apostrophe. No, that's not is that a 2? Yeah, that's a 2. I do my letters and numbers kind of like alarm clock from the 90s. See? DMC 2025. I think that most of my letters tend to be like 1/2 inch. But that's just what I'm gonna do. You can get a pen or pencil and write it here and just go over it. I'm just gonna go for it. But first I'm gonna get my last strand. I wish I had enough left from before, but I need a whole new one. Okay, maybe it's 1/4 inch or what my letters are. So I'm just gonna come from the back. So I'm doing my D right now. So this is my top line here. And then for my D, I do a triangle. So I'm gonna come here and then I'm gonna meet this line again. And then I'm gonna close up these 2 sections. Okay, there's my D. So I want my M right here. That'll be good. You kind of can pull the string and kind of see how it's gonna look. So I want the top of my M like right there. So for my M, I'm gonna do the second line here, and then we'll do the middle part later. And that's just, you do whatever you wanna do. I just find it is easier for me, my brain. I come back down here. Okay, then I'm gonna come in the middle of these 2 lines, kind of where my D point is. And then we're gonna join this one. Okay. Just gotta think, is my thread at the back or the top? We only want our stitches to show where the letters strokes are. D, M, and now C. So let's see, I'm gonna start at the top. I'm gonna come down. And then I'm gonna do the bottom part of the C. Oh man, I was trying to, there we go. Okay, I think I got a little wonky, but it's okay. So I want to close this up. It's not bad. And then let's come up to the top again. And then we want to finish the C. Okay. And then let's do a little apostrophe. Like this. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Let's do a 2. I'm kind of running out of room here. You see what I'm doing? Try not to put the needle in between the 2 threads when you come, like split them. It's not the end of the world, but it looks a little messier. Okay, now we just kind of do the mirror image for the 5, right? It's an interesting year to stitch. I'm gonna do it differently this time. I'm gonna go the top and the bottom. I'll do the top and the bottom first. And let's see, so let's come to the middle. Close that one. Okay. So we need to do here, here. That's it. So I'm gonna come out here. Okay. We'll do this first, and then we'll close this bottom line. So this is where I'm talking about. Try not to split those 2 threads you have. Try to instead just get really close to the point. And it's better to be on the side where you're going. See, I'm on the top side of the 2 threads. And then we're gonna end right here by this 5, or finish the 5. What do we think? How fun. I think it's super cute. And I got this, I don't know where I got this, but it wasn't expensive. We can trim off the excess and put it in a frame. You can do a little loop, a little sleeve. You can just Google it and YouTube a little quilting sleeve and hang it. I think it's cute.